sort of begs the question, why is it we ride? I mean, why do we keep doing this? I mean, I don't know what I mean, but I guess the issue is basically you can travel around in all sorts of weather on what can be an uncomfortable vehicle. And this is our hospital, by the way, for great periods, great lengths of time. And for no other reason other than pretty much most of the time. I mean, it's like any excuse to get on the bike and ride. Okay, I get that. Any reason? I mean, I started riding in March, about the beginning of March this year. It's now middle of November. I've been riding for around 9 months. Is it? No, 8 months, I'm sorry. And if I make it through the end of November and the beginning of December, it'll be 9 months. And I do enjoy it. And I'm not quite sure why I enjoy it. I mean, there's a certain amount of, it's almost like a video game. Except in a video game you can't get killed. Or you can't get injured. This thing you can get injured. And we think about that, of course. But you know, it's always a trade-off between you know, getting hurt, or I don't want to get into too much of it because you jinx yourself. So there's always with motorcycle riding, there's always a potential really bad downside. Whereas video games, there is no downside. You lose money, that's about it. Get back to the topic. Why do we like to ride? I mean, here we are, it's 40, we started off at 41 degrees. It's 9 a.m. on a Saturday morning. We can only ride till about 2, because he's got to get back to do something. So why do we get up early and be cold? Why do we get up on a cold morning to drive? We're going to go to Letchworth State Park, which is about, I don't know, 50 miles one way, 60 miles. It has, you know, a lot of gorges and whatnot. Waterfalls, etc. Why do we do it? I mean, you know, they make simulators today that are immersive. And like, for instance, if you're an airline pilot, you can train on the latest, you know, the Airbus 380. You can train on a simulator, and it's very real life. In fact, you can get certified on the aircraft by spending so many hours in the simulator. Poor thing. And so you can ask the question: well, if there was a motorcycle riding simulator, would you, that was as immersive as an airline simulator, very true to life, real life, and that you could ride that instead of riding a motorcycle? Would you do it? Now I can understand you know, there's 3 ways to look at this. One way is, yes, I would always prefer the simulator because, you know, the upside is that I don't have any fear of injury or death. I get the experience of riding. I get to see, albeit not real scenery, you know, probably high definition, made scenery. And so it's like it really immerses you in the feeling of riding a motorcycle. It's sort of like what I'm doing now. Or no, you would never want to do that. You'd always want, and if so, if that's what you wanted, the simulator, this sort of defines the minimal level of excitement, intellectual stimulation, physical stimulation, and all the other things that go on in your brain, stimulation that you need, and that's what motorcycle riding is all about. Or two, you reject all that and you say, no, the only thing I could actually ever like is motorcycle riding in person, with all the changes in climate and actually seeing real scenery, and even the chance of bad stuff happening on the road. I'm willing to take that chance. Or in fact, some people actually look at it as a spur to motorcycle riding. I want to take the chance and ride. Oh, very nice. I want to take the chance and ride, even though it could potentially be very bad. But I like riding so much in the real life, in the real world, that I'll do it. That's the only way I want to do it. Or the third way is that sometimes I want to ride the simulator. Like I need my fix, like in the middle of winter and it's too cold to get, or the bike's up for the winter, it's not around, or you don't want to, whatever. You just want to ride though, and the simulator is good enough. If you lived in California, however, you probably never use a simulator. It's not well played. My feeling for me is I probably would, I'd try the simulator, but I think I'd probably reject it. And then therefore I would say the only thing I really want to do is ride in real life. And if that's the case, then what is it that defines riding? I mean, what is it about riding that is so great? Riding in the flesh, so to speak. And I don't know. I think it's a whole bunch of things. I think it's being out there, except for your helmet, your view is unobscured. Like right now, I can see everything, except for the sun is so bright. But this is Italy Valley, and you can see the valley, and you can see the horses out in the field. You can see the hills, and it's the sun's shining. It's very pretty, and it's a kind of cool. 38 degrees in the valley here. It's a cool, frosty November morning, but it promises to go up to 60 today. And the scenery is beautiful. You've broken off from the regular life, this sort of mundane, and you're out pretending, at least I am, pretending I'm on this long freaking ride across the country, let's say. Looking at places I've never seen before. Oh, that's pretty. Huh. What that's about. Oh, God. Oh, it's hard to navigate when the sun's in your eyes. Oh. Anyway, and then there's like that. I just did the curve. I just took a curve, and so we're going through some twisties, and that felt good. I mean, I did dual right, but it still felt like, I was starting to get my my thing going, where I could feel the bike, and me and the bike were working together. So there's that. I want to say it's unpleasant with the sun in your eyes, flashing through the trees, but this is the hamlet of Italy. So I think it's a whole bunch of different things, together. There's the camaraderie of other people riding around and talking and just stopping places you've never been before, and people come up and who are, guys who come up who used to ride or do ride, and they'll look out your bike and talk to you. That's cool.